Hey YouTube, what's up? Hi Jeff first. Oh, you're funny. You guys crack me up. You crack me up. You silly. So, I need to talk about a couple things. Um, but I'm a mess. I'm a little disshuffled. Um, I've been getting so much energy from my new books that it's might be throwing me off my game a little. Well, it's just a different kind of energy, and I'm not used to it yet, and so it feels weird. It feels like, hi, sweetheart. It feels like it's kind of like a crisp, cool kind of energy, if that makes any sense. Like when I feel it, like you know how I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like hi. It feels like just like that, I guess, is the only way to describe it. Is it feels kind of crisp and cool. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it. But it's different feeling and a different energy, and I'm still trying to get a reading off of them, like who's attached, what spirits are attached, and things like that. Hi everyone. Oh, the energy that I'm getting off of my new books. It's weird, and so I spent like 2 hours trying to. Well, I was, when I say that, I'm sleeping. Thank you. Hi everyone. Thanks. Um, but tonight I wanted to go over. I think I've already talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again because it came up again today. Um, I realized that people who live in apartment complexes have bad neighbors that are really in close, too close for comfort kind of thing. And so it's really hard to, so anyway, so people want me to banish them, which is fine. I can do that, but I need to have like an energy connection to the actual people who live there. Because normally when I get rid of a bad neighbor, it's a house, and I can just like curse fill the house with you know spirits or demons or whatever to get rid of them. But with an apartment, I don't like to do that because you can't tell them to just stay in that one little apartment. They're going to do the whole place. And so it's like I need to have pictures and names, and I need to have that energy connection to the person that lives there. Otherwise, because yeah, because the spirit's not going to just go in the one little apartment. They're going to go everywhere and fuck with everyone there. And if you're living there too, then that could be a problem. So that's why I say, at least give me a picture. Hi. Same as breakup spell. No, well, no, yeah, no. Breakup spells are different because, um, well, yeah, you gotta have a picture and a name and everything so that you have some kind of, you know, energy connection, some string, some link to them, to their energy, so that I can connect to it. Do you like that back there? That's somebody's honey jar back there burning. Isn't it pretty? Woo! So, um, my boyfriend did my fire tonight, and he overfilled the stove, and so I opened the stove to put a spell in there to burn, and all the coals fell out on my floor. So I had to grab the pan on the stove and rush out and scoop up a thing of snow and come in and throw it on them. So I didn't burn my shop down. Yeah. Luckily there's brick down there though. You know, you want some dragon's blood. I want some dragon's blood. This one open. These are so amazing. Do you guys get your incense from the dipper? God, they're the best. The best. And we're going to do some candle readings. Well, you know, from our boosters. From where? Oh, from the... Oh, these are from the dipper. Like the stars, the Big Dipper from the dipper. And tonight's cursing night, yes. Sorry, I probably missed a bunch of comments. Let's see, I apologize. Hi, love your hat, thank you. Hello. Why not have them use hot foot powder? Well, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that shit works very good. Like Dipper is a store. It's an online store. Go dipper.com. Thedipper.com, right? Let me look. It's called... Seriously? Woo! I'm having issues. Thedipper.com. And they have the best incense in the world. I don't care what anybody says. I declared them the best in the world. They have all different sizes and different amounts in packs. I'm kind of ridiculous, and so I buy a lot. To burn in the house for positive energy and get rid of negative energy. You can get whatever kind you want. Dragon's Blood's good for that. And then they also sell... Mine's all messy and dirty because I use the shit out of it. But they also sell these giant coffins. And you could fill them with your incense in here. And they're awesome. Instead of using the hot foot powder stuff that you suggested, I find it more effective to take a handful of salt and then go to your front door and say their name and say, "Be gone," and blow it. That works really well too. I think that works better than the other. Because you have your intent in it. You know what I mean? $19-inch big stick, approximately 50 cents. Yeah, and if you buy 5 packs, I think you get one free. There's all kinds of them too, Jeff. You don't have to just get dragon's blood. There's tons. Hi everyone. I love them. It's the best, and they have the little ones if you don't want to use the big ones, because the big ones burn for a really freaking long time. And so if you what? However, I heard incense can potentially cause cancer from what I've heard. Wow. Really? I've never heard that. That's a new one on me. Well, I guess I'm gonna die soon. Shucks. Um, you filtered out the smoke. All right, so let's have a look-see, shall we? You guys want to check these out? See, whose is this one? Oh, this one is for CS. There is all kinds of goodies on here. Come back binding. Come back binding love. I guess YouTube didn't like that. YouTube's the one who turned that off this time. It said on the thing. I've never seen it say that before, but yep. YouTube said they shut that one off. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the purple one I did the other day, and it looks really good. Yeah. Look at that. Really good. It came out really good. The glass, it's a little darker because the wax that was in it was purple. And the paper that I used absorbed all of the oil and everything. Looks really good. I like it. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. And this ring that's right here is from the paper and the herbs. It's not anything to do with the wax or anything. But it looks really good. Okay. That one's done. That's for CS Love Binding. The purple one I did the other day. Ooh. Hi, Nancy. So upset. Everything just keeps going wrong. I had a place to stay. Things were going good. And now, going to be homeless yet again. I've been trying to get to work and nothing I do is working. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. Email me and we'll chat about it. Let's see. Here's the Banishing Neighbor MP. Oh, this is the one that I did this ceremony with. Let's see. I might have to undo this one, actually. Girl, you should just let it go. This came out perfect. Like, it's done. Like, it's like, look, there's nothing. Nothing stopping him from moving out. Just let it go. I would really suggest that you don't undo it because it's already done. So, look at your paper is clear. Everything's just like clear as could be. This was like this was like a 3-part spell. And because it was an apartment, and then she said the energy was too strong and she couldn't handle it. And so she wanted me to undo it. But I would just leave it because I'm pretty sure that he's gone. It's done. We shouldn't undo it. We should just leave it. But let me know. Let me know what you want to do. It's your show, so. Okay, and this is a Bitch Be Gone booster for MJ. With Belial and everybody's, all of our good little sigils on there. And, woo! Oh yeah, this was the, with your, hang on, I'm going to cover up the names on the top and the bottom. With your itemized list of all the things that you wanted for MJ, and I'm trying to see if there's any lines going through this, and it looks absolutely perfect also. Giving up on everything, you're tired of fighting this. Hi, Grey Witch. Who else did I miss? Hi, Tallulah. I emailed you this news. I hope to hear from you soon. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Hi, everyone. Is that white smoky glass? Not really. It's a little bit smoky, but it's pretty freaking clear. See? It's pretty clear. Looks pretty good. At least I think it does. Let's see. Hi, I'm the one on Facebook that you had the police escort bull. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever heard of Hecate associated with bulls? I found some information about it. Of Hecate.com. She's really connected to all animals. She loves animals, and we have yeah. Well, they're yeah. Belial likes them too, and but yeah, they're. She's associated with all animals. As far everything that I've come across, she has, you know, she's with them. Like she loves animals, and so you know, I just think everything's associated to her. I have to say, you have very calm demeanor and how you paying equal attention to everyone. Oh, well, thank you. It's associated with Val. Val, how are you? I'm great. How are you? I'm really good, actually. Anyways, let me get this mess picked up here. So good. I have a hooligan thug gang of deer that keep circling my car every night. Oh, that's funny. This is the time of year usually when the because where I live, there's always they'll like move the cattle from the mountains and they bring them in to be fed, you know, because when the snow gets really heavy like that, and so they herd the cattle like old school, you know, down the streets with, you know, the cowboys on the horses, and and it's so cute. And I could just sit out on the, you know, I just go out in the front yard, and sometimes I'll videotape them, and usually it's in the snow, and sometimes they're on the highway, going down the highway, and I just love it. But but that's like several times a year here where I live that this happens, and yeah. it's just that time of year when the animals, you know, these kind of animals, the deers and the, well, not the bull, you know, that's a whole nother thing. They probably were trying to get them in so that they could be fed easier. Still learning about Hecate and Belial, or trying to since I started watching your videos. Fairly new to this. Um, that's awesome. I wish you the best. I love, I love them. Hecate and Belial and Lucifer. Um, and I'm still learning about them too. I learn about different things about them all the time, and you'll always, forever, for the rest of your life, be learning. And so, you know, I just can't imagine any other path I would rather be on. Like, this is it for me. And forever. I just moved my car closer to the house because I don't trust them. They're not going to steal it, Kelly. I'm learning through your videos. That's awesome. Did you have, okay, so are you a baby? Like, are you just learning, or do you have, or do you already know what your path is and all that good stuff? Because if you do, then do you have the book, The Queen of Hell? This is the backwoods of South Carolina. No telling what they're up to. You don't know anything yet. That's okay. You'll learn really fast. And I do have, where's my phone? I do have an email out, and I'm trying to get a group started for, excuse me, for new, hang on. Oh. For new people, I'm trying to find a book on that. That's like where I live in the backwoods. Which intrigued me. What intrigued you, Doug? Oh, Hecate. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that I could inspire you. Mystery Mocha is a good book. You like that one? I'll check it out. I'll ask Hecate about it. And let me see. Where? Oh, I'm trying to see if he got back to me. Not yet. Well, the thing is the book that I'm looking for, I only want to, for new people, I only want to start with Primal Craft. Like, it's an ancient witchcraft that most Hecate books don't, it's not about primal craft, which is the beginning of witchcraft. And so I don't want to start anybody off with something that's going to sidetrack from primal craft, because primal craft is the beginning, and that is our, I don't know what, I don't, that's our heritage. That's where we came from, witches. That's like, that's what you want to start with. That's what you want to end with, is primal craft, because everything else you just have to pick the good stuff out and then leave the rest. And so I would rather find something that is like not going to steer you in any other direction but the one you're supposed to go in, because it's kind of a waste of time, you know? So so that's what I'm looking for. I'm sure that there's tons of fantastic books, but I'm kind of picky. And Hecate won't let me, like, just read any book on it. Like, she won't let me do that. She'll be like, no. You know, she's not, and she's not easily, you know, she just won't do it. So I have to find one that she's okay with. I'm asking questions here and there, like from yourself. Okay, hang on. I think I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, wait. Mastering Witchcraft is a good book. It covers on necromancy, invoking, and planetary square sigils, covers rituals. I'm asking questions here and there, like from yourself, and other than that, I know nothing. I'm completely illiterate in that. No, you're not. You probably know a lot more than you think. And how to defend yourself. Yeah, defending yourself is like the first thing you probably should learn. What about that book, which is John Love and Respect Blue? I'm sorry, but I must head out. I got an early day. Oh. All right, sweetie. Well, thanks for hopping in and saying hello. Good night. Um, I don't. But I'm starting a study group. It's just a new thing that I'm just starting the first of the year, and that is going to be that's the I'm going to start at the first of the year, but I'm only going to be doing the Queen of Hell by Mark Allen Smith. Um and we're going to start with that, and then we'll go from that to the Red King. But those are kind of advanced books, and so that's why I'm looking for a book for for new witches that are just going through awakening, or just trying to find their path and where they belong and all that stuff, like an introduction, if you will, to this path. This book is like for believers, for witches who know where they stand, and they know what's going on, and they know Hecate, and they know Lucifer and Belial, and we got it covered already. But this is just kind of like a little more serious, and it teaches primal craft. I hope I'm using that term correctly, but anyway, so but yeah, it won't be much longer before I find a good book for new witches. So please, you guys, just be patient with me, and then I'll start a group for new people, for new witches, because I don't want to start you out full-fledged, advanced, because you'll get so overwhelmed and it'll turn you away and confuse you and everything else. And so I really want to like do the basics and all that good stuff, but do it right. I don't want to, because I feel like I had that. Like I got to learn the correct way, but because Hecate did that for me. She didn't allow me to read spell books and get my spells out of spell books and stuff like that, because she was like, no, I'll teach you. You don't need that. Get rid of that, And I was just like, okay. And every time I would do a spell out of a spell book, she would be like, no. So, I have a nice big spell book right there, but I can't use it. I've looked at it twice, I think, and she was like, But anyway, so I want to find the correct one for everyone. Are you still taking orders on chicken feet? Asking for a friend. Ha. I am going to be working on chicken feet tomorrow. Order a pig's head. She doesn't allow me to do that either. Yeah, she's very on top of it. Like she knows, and yeah, she'll be like, no, that's amazing. She was watching over you. Hello there. How to know if one is meant to be a witch? Um, I heard the lesser banishing ritual should be the first thing every witch should learn. Um, okay, so in my opinion, the first thing that you should learn is how to meditate and how to ground yourself. Um, that's the first thing I learned because I was being harassed so bad, and I went through a really hard time, and so glasses are so dirty. And so the first thing that Hecate taught me, that told me that I needed to do first thing, was how to meditate. And um, and to listen to the vibrational sounds to open your chakras and things like that. And then after I learned how to do that stuff, then um, then I started casting, and I learned how to do a circle, and then I meditated in the circle, and I did all that stuff, and she just thought I was cute. She was just like, and but I never did it the way that they show you how to do it. I did it the way she told me to do it, and I mean, I called the corners in, but not like saying all this special stuff that like people say you gotta say all this special stuff, and I just said what I felt like she told me, what I heard her say, like to call in the corners and things like that. And then later, I would cast, but I started with, what did I start with? I can't even remember what my first spell was. I don't know. I can't remember. I just jumped in. I just started doing everything. And then I learned how to do the lesser banishing ritual later. She like put that on YouTube, and I was like, oh, well, that would have been good to know a long time ago. No, it's really hard to learn when you first learn how. Let's see. Your first spell was a money spell. Actually, I don't think I did a money spell for myself. When I first started, I was meditating one time when I first started learning how to meditate and stuff, and I remember her, um, all my spells, yeah, my first, I don't remember, um, yeah, my first spell was successful, I'm sure. Because I remember writing it in the book, but I don't remember what it was, which one was first. Um, I think it was banishing someone that in my life that I didn't want in my life, and they were gone. So, and then of course there was some love spells, and my first spells were very powerful, like almost immediately, and I fucked up people's lives with my first set of spells that I did. But like I said, I jumped in, and I can't remember which one was first. Like I just started going crazy. I was just like, okay, if this is me and here I am, then I'm going for it, and I just started doing it. And she was like, okay, let's do it then, and we were just like casting all these spells on on people, and I would go to get rid of them, and right off the get she was like, telling me about the fire ant hills and put it in the fire ant hill, and I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, go put it in there. And I was like, okay. And And so I walked out there and I had a big plastic spoon and it was in my truck, and I like dug a hole and I gave him like some candy that I had in my car and I put the spell in there, and that person got totally fucked up. It was pretty crazy. Um, but anyways, what I was saying was, she asked me what I wanted. She said, what do you wish? What do you want?" And, and I knew that she was talking about like, um, from witchcraft, what do you expect? What do you want from this? And I just said, I just want my practice. I just want it to be successful, and I want it to pay for itself, because um, I was paying for everything and I didn't care. Like, I would have paid for it all. Didn't care. But then, I got my shop, my first little shop and everything, and then she was like, "Well, what do you want?" And I was like, "I want it to pay for itself." And so it just has. And I wanted it to be successful, um, and so she said, "Okay, done." And it's funny because when Biliel first came to me, that's the first thing he asked me. What do you wish for? What do you want? And I told him what I wanted, and he was just like, "Done. It's done. It is done." And I was like, "Okay." And so, and that was, someone had bound, one of my guides, my grandmother, who was one of my guides, and they had pinned her mouth shut so that she couldn't warn me about things anymore. And I wanted her freed, and he freed her. And so, he took the curse off of her spirit that some people that I dealt with had to be dealt with, did to her. Anyways, long story. But yeah, so he was like done, and he like freed her, and that was it. And then I've been with him ever since. I have no idea. The $1.54 sign about. I have no idea, sweetie. Oh, are you? I don't know. Oh, did I miss something? Let me see. Hang on. I have super chat now, and so there's this. I don't know if that's what it is, but wait. Let me see. Sweetie, I tried for 5 minutes, but so I told you have to sit up where you can sit in the chair. But for some reason, when I close my eyes, I keep thinking about stuff. Um, and taper candles. Okay, I'm really lost. Behind you, Blue. Oh, what's behind me? The candle? That is, a honey jar I did yesterday. It's on the shelf to your left. The sign. I don't know. I don't see a sign. Are you talking about my Ouija board? I don't see it, you guys. I'm trying to look. I don't see anything. What if I just want a relationship with spirits? Oh, it's the box we got candles in today? What are you talking about? Oh, that thing right there? That bag? That's my chocolate. By the ram skull. Are you talking about that bag right there? Yeah, it's peppermint chocolate pretzels that I bought just a little while ago for me and Hecate. No. What are you talking about? I don't see nothing. Oh, that! Yeah, that's candles. It's a case of candles. This thing. Yep. My orange ones and my black ones, I only have this many left. I need to order some more. Well, he's the one that has to carry all this stuff in for me, so he knows what everything is. But yeah, duh. Yes, we did get candles in today because I was going to do a booster last night, but I couldn't do it because I was out of candles. So we had to go today and get some more. I've been up by 7 tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, Blue. Hope to hear from you soon. Good night, sweetie. Sweet dreams. I sent you an email, Blue. You guys are funny. Let me see if I heard back anything yet. Not yet. Who are we cursing? I actually don't remember. I think I have 2. I only have like 2 spells to do. But I might do the other. I'll probably do them all tonight that I have left to do because, you know, the holidays are coming. I know everybody's busy and hanging out with their families and all that good stuff, and that's totally fine. Sorry about that, you guys. Breakup is a curse, yes. Technically, all spells are curses. I gotta fix my theme. I don't like it like that. I feel like it's crooked. There we go, right there. Is that better? Yeah, technically, all spells are curses. But, you know, certain days you want to do certain spells on certain days. And is my book right here? I have my cheat sheets in here. I could tell you. So I made these. I did like some planetary stuff a while back. And I made these little cheat sheets. I would love to be cursed with a lot of money. Brick up curse spells. Thank you, Blue, for reading. You and me both. So this one's like for Monday, and it's like a planetary little cheat sheet that I have. Astral work, birth cycles, clairvoyance, divination, dreams, blah blah blah. And so that's why I shape-shifting. Yeah, so that's why I always say that I like to do my divination work on Mondays because of this. And then like, let's see, that's Monday, where's Tuesday? And then this one's Tuesday. My little cheat, another little cheat. See, there's oil on it, like. And so, and I say Tuesday's a curse day for me because it says anger, conflict, courage, ego, energy, you know, stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff on there, but so that's why I use Tuesday for our curse day. Yes, it's helpful until you like, get the hang of it. And then when you get like a system down, you just know what day's what. And then Wednesdays, of course, I do is for healing and for prosperity. See, it says business, communication, deception, flexibility, healing, insight, magic, money, music, poetry, protection, that kind of thing. There's a lot more stuff whenever I'm not going to do all that. And then Thursday, that's cool. Thursday says, um, for health, law. So if you have like court cases and things like that, you could do them. Wealth, truth, rulership, responsibility, policies, religion, morals, you know, and so on. And then I have Friday, attraction, beauty, culture, emotions, grace, inspiration, jealousy, love, passion, pleasure, self-confidence, sexuality, so on and so on. So that's why, Friday's the official love day. But I start on Wednesdays for comebacks, and then because healing, Thursday prosperity, and then Friday to love. Breakup curse take longer than others. Sometimes it just depends. Not necessarily. Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it takes a while. It depends on the person and the energy and how they respond to it, and if they fight it, and if you fuck it up. There are some specific love rituals that you could do for clients apart from the spells. Yeah, it just depends. Sorry. So here's Saturdays. Agriculture, restriction, time, duty, self-discipline, teaching, legal matters, limitation, patience, wisdom, prudence, blah blah. And then of course Sunday is wealth, success, joy, leadership, individuality, healing, friendship, greed, and illumination. I kind of like that one. Yeah, of course there are. It just depends on your situation and what you're needing and that kind of thing. Like if you're already married and you just want to spice things up and you want to, be more intimate, things like that. Or, it just depends. There's special baths you could take. There's special herbs you could put in your pillowcases. It just depends, on what your needs are. Everything can be modified to what you need. And so, yeah. Of course. But of course, darling. What are we at, you guys? We're at 50 minutes. Was there anything else I needed to talk about? something else I wanted to talk about. Well, I guess we could talk about, well, no, I don't want to talk about that. I was going to talk about the group for the people that have the book, but I'm going to only put that information on the group page. I'm not going to talk about that on here. So I noticed something. What did you notice? You have a Black Witch Coven on your playlist. Oh, you're talking about the mantra. The Sanskrit mantra. Yeah, I got that off of the Black Witch's page. She posted that video and I love it. I listen to it all the time. The guy does over 200 Sanskrit mantras and he's amazing. And so yeah, I listen to that all the time. It's a Sanskrit mantra. And I also have E.A. Coyote's, I don't know how to say his name right, but I also have You'll Like It. But I also have his instructions on the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. I used his because I really liked the way he broke it down, and he explained it well and just was direct and to the point and not a bunch of bullshit and, you know, told you what everything meant and why you don't have to, like, be so religious about it kind of thing, you know, like, there's the old way where you had to have the tablecloth and the candles and the knife had to have, you know, the alphabet had to have certain colors on it and blah, 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 and, you know, you don't have to do all that, you guys. And when you perform that ritual, and you know, you had to be wearing a white cloak, and I've done it that way, and I've done it the regular way, and the regular way without doing it with all that stuff was way more powerful. And I don't use that anymore anyways. I changed it. I totally modified it, and I don't use it that way at all anymore. Now I do it calling forth my, you know, Hecate before me, and Lucifer and Belial and Cerberus. I do the same ritual, but only I do it with those guys, not, you know, Archangel Gabriel and Raphael and Michael and Uriel. And it's totally fine to do it that way too. They don't care. There's no, you know, they don't care if you do it that way. Yes, I do. Yes, I love Cerberus. But yes, Cerberus protects my circle. Yeah. Doesn't everybody? Yeah. Yep. Instead of invoking the angels, I evoke Belial. Oop, sorry for the bleep. No, it doesn't work the same. It's different. For me, it's way more powerful. But I think that you have to, like, already have, I don't want to say you have to have permission, but it's I don't know, like, that I was gonna, like, show you guys how I did it. Like, I have it right here. I even made it, like, on this board, and I, like, wrote it all out on this board, and I was gonna, like, go over it and tell you guys how I changed it and all that stuff, but it's not for everyone. And so that's why I didn't. Good night, Tallulah. Yeah. I feel like that if you don't, if you're not at that place, if you're not at that, if you're not at that place in your path yet, then you shouldn't do it. What are you going to do when they show up? Are you going to freak the fuck out? Or are you going to be like I just get like love from them. And I don't know that everybody would get that. And so that's why I never taught that to you guys. Because I don't know what would happen to you, and I wouldn't want, evoking, you're not invoking, you're evoking, you're calling them to come forth. You're not inviting them into your body, but you're evoking them to come and clear your space and clear you. And so is Choa's magic worth following, or stick with more traditional ritual like for a beginner? I don't know. It depends on what your path is. But anyways, back to what we were talking about, the ritual of the pentagram. It just depends on where you're at. There's nothing wrong there. Calling the angels and doing that is a good way. That's a good way to do it for most people. But for me, I didn't feel right about it. Yeah. I didn't feel right evoking them into my temple. My temple is a temple for Hecate, Lucifer, and Belial. It's and not that they don't have a problem with the archangels. That's just nonsense. But yeah, and I'm part of that temple, and so when I do the ritual, I changed it for that reason. And so it just depends on where you're at, I guess. And so that's why I never taught that, because it's not correct for everyone. And I don't even know, I mean, I don't want to say I don't know that it's correct for me, but when I do it, it works, and they come and they pour they pour love on me, and you just feel like their energy is just like warm and love, and it just fills your heart, and it makes you cry, and you get it's real emotional, and I tell them, to clear me of anything that anybody's trying to put on me, and they get real protection. The love and protection that they put on me is just almost too much to handle. And candles will blow up, and things get a little crazy, and it's okay, because I have everything set up where it's okay that can happen. And so and if I have, like, last time I did it, I had like spells over here, curses, and one of them blew up, and then it caught like a big fire. It was like I just had a little candle going, and then it like blew up, and there was like this huge fire, and then I walked over to it, and the huge fire went whoosh, and it was gone. And then I got a paper towel, and I picked up the curse, and I threw it in the stove, and that was the end of it. So yeah, so whoever's was, whoopsie. But oh no, it enhanced it. No, nothing gets nullified unless it's against me, then it gets nullified. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, I'm a little over an hour, and so I'm going to get off of here. And I love you all, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And I will talk to you guys later, and peace out.